Hi, folks. Today I wanted to talk about a discussion I had with my good buddy Josh. End of last year, he came over annually between Christmas and New Year's. He comes over, we play a bunch of board games, we have a great time. And he asked me in the car this question that I wanted to talk about today. Am I done backing Kickstarters? I don't have that many Kickstarters. As of this video, I have three outstanding. Now, maybe when this gets aired, I'll have one come in. But I only have three out there right now. That's not unusual for me. I usually have about, 1 to 5 out there at all times. But it is true, I am kind of backing away from Kickstarters, and for two simple reasons. And so today I'm going to give you those two reasons that, I gave him. Now, that doesn't mean I'm done with Kickstarter at all. And to be honest, these are my reasons, okay? I'm not saying that it should be the reason everyone should not back Kickstarter. No, you back whatever you want. That's totally fine. It's just, what are my personal reasons why I am not backing that many kids forward? The first one is because of price. Price is way too expensive for Kickstarters these days. You can get the board game, if you're patient, you can get the board game cheaper. Even the Kickstarter edition, someone's going to sell it for cheaper most of the time. Not all the time. I know some of these really rare games go for high values, especially if they don't come back to Kickstarter. But a majority of the time, all these Kickstarters I've thought about, backing, or games I thought about backing, I just wait. And so, yeah, you're not one of the first ones that get it. That's true. But eventually I'm going to buy it for cheaper than you funded it for. And that's just the honest truth about how it goes. And I thought, well, it's just not worth it. The other thing that I really hate, and this may be number one here, which is why I'm saying it for last year, is every publisher, in my opinion, when it comes to Kickstarter, I think they're lying to you about the time it takes to get the game to you. Think about this. Most, not every single one, but most publishers, they promise it'll be in by such and such a date, like, first quarter this year or second quarter of next year or whatnot. And how many times have they delivered? With me, there's only one company that's ever delivered, and it's over here at CMON. And CMON always gets it in earlier than what they say. No one is CMON. I understand not everyone can be CMON, but CMON is basically, in my opinion, exposing the industry. These people know there are delays. They don't take the blame themselves. They blame everyone else. They blame the shipping. They blame the Chinese New Year. They blame production. And yes, those things happen, but you knew those things would happen. And see, it's not sexy to say, hey, fund my game, and in 2 years you'll get it, or 2.5. They know people will not put up money for it if they won't see any return on it in the next couple of years. So what they do, I seriously believe this, is I think they lie to you. I think they lie to you, because now I don't mind anyone who's 2 or 3 months over. I have the 3 Kickstarters I have. One is CMON. I'm not worried about them. It'll be on time. But the other 2, one is 2 months late, which I'm fine with. Anything 3 months and less, I understand little hiccups happen, and that's fine. You came as close to the goal as you could. But anything above that time, nah. You're not that stupid. Publishers have been funding through Kickstarter for years now. They should know what to expect at this point. Oh, but the pandemic changed. Well, the pandemic was a few years ago too. But we're still using that as excuse. There's always some excuse of why things are out of their control. No, the thing is, you know exactly. And you also know that if I say 2.5, 3 years, no one's going to back my project. So I'm just going to lie. And best case scenario, I could maybe get it out in 13 months, 14 months. That's not so bad, maybe. And then, of course, they know they can string you along because they've got your money. And they'll deal with some of the hate because they know they've already got your money. I really do. Now, again, this is personal. You may say, Matt, that's not how it goes. That's fine. I'm just telling you, that's just how I feel. I feel they know, because every single one, the other Kickstarter I have, 8 months late. 8 months late. Now, they're promising it's going to be in this time. This is the second time they promised. They moved the deadline and promised it would be in. I think they knew on purpose, but I also think that they knew that people are not going to back them if they heard it was going to take 2 years for you to get your pledge. My newborn babies weren't even born. They're almost 2. They weren't even born when this when I pledged for this, or maybe they were. I can't remember. It was I think it was right before they were born. Either way, though, I mean, it's just ridiculous. And so for that reason, I feel I'm being lied to. I'm being swindled. So I'm not going to do it. Now, does this mean I'm done backing Kickstarters? It doesn't. It just means those are the two reasons for me personally why I am not going to back any, or I'm going to be very hesitant to back Kickstarters going forward. I probably still will. Never say never. There's something in there that I really want. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. But most of the time, I look at something and go, yeah, that's nice. I'll wait till it comes out and get it for cheaper than that because I can wait. I may have to wait 2 or 3 years, but you waited 2 years already trying to get your game in. You had this anticipation. I can forget about it, enjoy tons of other games, come back a few years later and go, oh yeah, what was that game called again? Look it up and buy it for cheap. That's just how the gaming world works. But anyway, give me your thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? It's okay to disagree. That's totally fine. I'm just one guy. I'm not the voice of authority here. But I'd like to hear your thoughts on why you or why you don't back that many Kickstarters. And I'll see you next time.